What's up, y'all? I don't know why I just got kicked off and I got a message talking about that YouTube crashed. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I'm trying to figure out why did I just get knocked off of YouTube Live and it's talking about YouTube crash. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. YouTube is crazy. Once again, I wasn't like saying the wrong thing. But like I was trying to, I don't even know where I left off. I don't even know where I left off. Hey, y'all. I don't know where I left off, but it's okay. We'll just try again. We'll try again. But this is what I was stating before. I don't know if it was before live cut off or when. But this is what I was stating, the picture that I was trying to show you all about when Monifa sent that message and they was like, you know, watch it and, you know, confess or whatever. And it just shows that Monifa was, you know, in that, for one, if she has a video of what happened that night, it shows that, for one, she was down there. That's for one. It shows that more people were down there. That's for two. And also, I mean, it shows that this is either the freezer itself or the kitchen floor. But this floor is only seen in the kitchen. So, I don't know. But it's crazy, y'all. I don't know. I just know that none of us know for real. And we're just all just trying to put our own efforts in, trying to see what is real or trying to make sense of what we feel like is real. And right now, a lot of it doesn't feel real. On top of that, you see the kids with a new challenge going on called the 48-hour challenge, where they act like they're missing. And then now that's just going to be a whole bunch of crazy more mess. Like, I don't know what's going on in America, but it's some bull. It's crazy. Then I can't even tell y'all. Obviously, I can't even just have a regular conversation, because it's just a regular conversation. Like, I don't know facts either. I just know that what I see is a lot of BS. For example, two different ices. This isn't the same ice. That ice is white and thicker. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't the same ice. This is clear. This is real ice from water. You know what I'm saying? Like, this looks like some artificial type of ice. I don't know. Like, but this is two different ices. And they're trying to say that this is why Kanika's hair was wet. No, Kanika's hair was wet to me because someone sprayed her down and tried to spray evidence off of her. Like, to me. And then, I don't know. And then who's to say the little ice pieces, you know, wasn't from this ice bucket that he, you know what I'm saying, that everyone is saying like, oh no, it wasn't the manager, it was the ice, it's an ice bucket. Okay, but it still doesn't explain why is so much activity going on in an unoccupied kitchen. Yet alone, when you see this footage right here on your own time, every employee walks past this they come this way, not the direction that you see him coming, but they coming this way, like going towards this way, and they walk past this cart right here as if, number one, it's not supposed to be here, but number two, like it's out the ordinary, or number three, like it just catches them off guard. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's a lot of craziness going on. Like, a whole lot. Even, I mean, like I said, Miss Teresa stated, like, it looks like shampoo was in her hair. Obviously, something was in her hair. Whether it be some shampoo, like I'm saying, like somebody was trying to wash something away from her or off of her or whatever it is, or remove more dirt. But I don't think that she was ever frozen. I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think she was ever frozen. And I don't know what's what. But I do know what that is. It's crazy. And, you know, I appreciate that a lot of people had like some negative stuff to say about Dr. Oz talking about it or wanting to bring them on or whatever the case is. And I appreciate it because it seems like he's the only platform that's opened up his doors for a Miss Teresa to come talk, or for his platform to be used to talk about a Kanika Jenkins. And whether he does, like I said, just talk about some organs and all of that situation, whether that is the case, I mean, it's still better than nothing, because right now nobody's saying or doing nothing or offering a platform. If anything, they want everybody to be quiet and taking away platforms. So I don't know, it's crazy. But like I said, I think some of the new videos that are coming out are not from just regular smuggler people, like, you know what I'm saying, like a me or somebody like just somebody who's just looking into what they know and trying to, you know, make stuff, or trying to see, you know, what can they come up with. I don't think that is it. I think it's somebody, like I said, I think some police are running some of these accounts and trying to make these videos to change the riffraff and change the climate of it. Because, like, really pay attention. Really pay attention. What y'all talking about? No one black talking about her. Right. Shampoo, I didn't hear that. Yeah, Leonore or Miss Teresa are the one that said it looks like shampoo was in her hair. And what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? So she's not dead at all? Why would they, but like, I don't get that. Hey, y'all. Thank you, boo. Love you too. Who being messy? I don't even know really what the comments is talking about right now. And I don't even care if it's some negative talk, really, honestly. I don't even care about that, because that don't got nothing to do with nothing. But I do know that, I don't know, y'all. It's crazy. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense why, even like I said, even if that was a ice bucket or whatever, it still doesn't make sense. Why is there activity going on once again in an unoccupied kitchen? Y'all said the kitchen was unoccupied. It's not working. You know, whatever. It's getting ready for a restaurant is getting ready to be built there or whatnot. Like, why? I don't understand. I don't understand. And like I said, you can clearly see in this deleted message from back when Monifa was letting stuff out and saying stuff along the lines like, I sat there and watched them do this to you, blah, 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 when she was really telling on herself. Then she sent this message to somebody back then. And like I said, you could clearly tell that, hey, that's the hotel, the kitchen floors. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Okay. But I was trying to show y'all bigger, but it's not. It's okay. It's not letting me. But I don't know, y'all. It's crazy though. I'll tell you that. Dr. Oz is part of the agenda, no doubt. And he could possibly be. I don't even know no more. And that's what I'm saying. Really, we all don't even know at this point. It's just like, I don't know. It's like we're playing. It does feel like we're playing one big game. That's what it feels like. We're playing one big game. Because nothing makes sense. Nothing is accurate, it appears. Nothing adds up. There's no arrest. And you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people keep saying, like, well, if you think that it was them kids, don't you think they would have been arrested? And yeah, if there wasn't something bigger, like something that's definitely bigger. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they do just have all our attention on this case because something else is happening somewhere else that's about to affect everybody. But I don't know. It's just all crazy. She had a tattoo in all her pictures but didn't have one in the live with Monifa. How is that? I don't know. I really honestly don't know. Just like I don't even understand how is Irene and that's transgender. Why are they up there looking like they freaking twins? That's what I really want to know. You know? They can't put the death certificates out. They said that only the parents or officials can have those information. Can only have those information. Who is the other girl that died in the hotel that night? They're saying her name is I forgot how to pronounce it. Efigina. Here's her certificate. Let's just put it on that. Here she is right here. Oh, Eugenia Marche Walker. This is her right here. So, and I'm starting to think, heck, where's the other victims at? So Kanika was one victim. She was one victim. They stated there was 4 or 5 victims. So what else happened? And was they really, you know what I'm saying, in a car accident or whatever else? Who's to say a lot of people organs or whatever wasn't just, I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. The whole thing is a reenactment. I definitely thought the party was reenacted because there's nothing there. It doesn't even look like a party. They're just playing music off their phone. Since when? I love watching you because I'm very curious as well. Thank you, boo. I thought Eugenia died in a car accident. She did, but I'm saying, was she a part of the bigger plan too? Because if you look into Dick Gregory, he clearly states that they can even make accidents happen, car accidents happen. They can make any type of accident happen that they want to you know, get your organs or whatever they want to get. Look into Dick Gregory. He talked about all of that. I didn't make that up at all. Who's going at it? Hey, Meek, I love your hair. Thank you, boo. Meek, what's up? What's up? Yeah, another girl died. What's up, Brazil? It's just crazy. And then, it just seems like we're not, I think that they are doing this on purpose to drag all of this out, because it seems like as days getting by, it's not even that people are just choosing to give up. It's just tiring, because it's like, come on now. How many times can we keep saying the same things, placing the same stories out there, sharing the same things? It's like, it's getting tiring because it's not doing anything. But either you're getting, you know, stuff deleted or, you know, whatever. It's like, it's not a gain for Kanika, because nothing truly is really happening. The FBI, where they at? Where are they at on all of this? And then somebody was like, well, the ice in the freezer, the ice in the ice bucket was used for a salad bar. Since when? I know there's complimentary breakfast, but there's not complimentary salad bars at the Crown Plaza. Okay. So do you believe that that's the manager choking her in straight drop video? I do. Yeah, I do. And it goes back and it makes sense for it to be that scenario, because like I said, back in September the 14th or the 16th, when Miss Teresa went to the protest, she stated out of her own mouth, along with I guess it was a family attorney or a spokesperson or whatever by her side, that the police of Rosemont put out there and stated, hey, she was frozen. Then came back and said, no, she wasn't frozen. She died because she suffocated due to it being too hot in the freezer. So then it makes sense if all of them people, like I said, it makes sense if all of them people were technically in that kitchen or in that area where something happened to her, whether it was boys, whether it was females, whether it was whoever. It all makes sense and goes back to the, you know, from day one when Monifa was putting out the messages and subliminals, when, you know, before this case got real big, before she deleted everything. It puts things in perspective where she was like, I can't believe I just sat there and watched this happen to you. It puts the things in perspective when she sent that message out to whoever and told them to watch the video for themselves and, you know, basically figure it out themselves. It makes sense because they're standing in the same area as the kitchen. I mean, all of that makes sense. Her being suffocated, that would make more sense than her being frozen, if you think about it. Because we're all like, no, she doesn't look frozen. How can they, and they're saying that they did so much different things in 24 hours, but I don't believe that, because I still believe that she died on the 6th. Then she brought the cleaning crew, I mean, not she, but then Crown Plaza had that little cleaning crew that came out who, you know, they looked like, and I'm not being funny, but it looked like they perhaps could have been 2 immigrants who, you know, are cleaning up some evidence. They've been hired to come in there and do the cleanup crew. They've been hired, it looks like, to come and clean up people's mess. And then I definitely think that this video is still telling. This one right here, this video is still telling. Because he's in the background singing. Before I play it again, he's singing, yeah, we want her. We nutted on her face. No, we lifted her soul. We didn't kill her. But dude in the background is singing before the dude say, no, we lifted her soul. But listen, you got to listen to him sing. I think all of that is telling. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, we want her. On her face, nut down.
Dog, we lifted his soul, not your
That video's still telling. And a lot of stuff just doesn't make sense. I don't know. And they're saying that, everybody's saying, well, the videos are reenacted, the videos are edited. So why couldn't the manager be doing exactly that? And who knows that that isn't the manager doing exactly that? Like I said, on the 6th, why is this man right here, and then you'll see as another woman comes into the footage, they've been hired to clean up. And like I said, I'm not being funny, but they're probably 2 immigrants of some sort that's been hired to come and clean up with no question. They can't talk English, earn you some quick cash. What better way to come clean up some mess? What better way? Nobody knows the times for real. Hell, even Chicago Tribune put out that the times could be off. Even on the 911 call. Let's go back to that. When Monifa and, let me see. When Monifa and Irene called not the 911 dispatcher or whatnot. Let's go back to that. Let me see.
I would like to report a missing report.
A missing report?
Missing person report.
Okay, from where?
He was last seen in Rosemont at the Crown Plaza.
Okay, Crown Plaza.
Okay. Yes. He is disabled. And she was last seen last night at 2 o'clock this morning.
One more time. She said she was disabled.
She was last seen last night at 2 o'clock this morning.
Hold on.
She is disabled. And she was last at 2 o'clock this morning.
Okay, and how old is she?
She's 19 years old.
Alright, give me a sec. Okay, ma'am, you're gonna want to come into the station. I believe a report was already filed, but you're gonna want to come into the station. Can't take a report over the phone.
Okay.
Okay, do you know where our police station is?
Okay, so even during that call, they stated she was missing at 2 a.m. But she was seen walking the halls after 3. You know what I'm saying? She was seen after 3. Even on the 911 call, they're like, she's disabled. I still don't know if, you know, it does sound like in some videos that she might have some type of speech impediment. But I don't know as far as this disabled thing that they're connecting her to. I don't know if that was a certain situation they got to do out there in Chicago because the police don't move fast enough in that area, or come out and see if you're a certain type of people. But also, you know, she said that she was disabled. Then the cop states, well, I believe you have to come. He was like, you have to come in and file it. But why would she have to come in and file it when you just said that there's already been a previous report that's already been filed for this young lady? So there's a report out already. Why would they have to come in and file it again? And if there was one before that, that means she was missing before 2 a.m. Okay? Because they called and said, hey, she was missing since 2 a.m. But the report had been filed. And they're telling them to come in. And then you'll hear, like, I don't know if it's Monifa or Irene, you hear them like, oh shit, and hang up. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? Like, that doesn't even make sense. What are y'all talking about? I don't know. But oh, okay, they arguing. Y'all stop arguing. But even, I know a lot of you also was like, oh, that was the charger in Monique's hand. That was, y'all quit saying that girl didn't have that lip gloss. That was a charger. And y'all have this, you know, this charger that y'all seem to have found. But that's not even the same. That's not even the same thing. You see that right there? Versus this picture. It looks like somebody put that charger right in there. That's not a charger. That was her lip gloss. Because hell, even if you go to that video, you can see she has lip gloss on too. Like, that was her lip gloss. It's just a lot of crazy mess about this case that doesn't make sense. Like I said, if that wasn't a manager, it still doesn't explain why is there activity going on in an unoccupied kitchen, okay? It could be, hell, it can be the ice bucket for all I care, but it still doesn't tell me why is there activity going on in a kitchen area where you all stated, you know, the police and Rosemont stated this kitchen was unoccupied. That means there is nothing going on down in this kitchen, but yet there's food handling, there's workers coming in, going out, there's ice getting prepared and made and whatever, you know what I'm saying? And to me, that's even more suspect. Ice buckets, come on. And like I said, even if it is that, it can be an ice bucket for all I care, but it still doesn't explain why is the kitchen occupied when it's supposed to be unoccupied. And to be honest, the frozen situation sounds outlandish as hell to me. Because that girl was not frozen. She wasn't frozen. And then even, like I said, even with her hands being in the being stuck in the position that it was, they're saying that, I don't know the exact word, but they're saying that once hypothermia takes place, there are different hand spasms that take place as well. You know, a more relaxed hand would mean that, you know, you definitely died, you were frozen, and you was just relaxed in a relaxed state, period. You know, and then there's another state where if there's any type of if you're in fear, or, you know, you're fighting or whatever for yourself, there's going to be a different type of spasm going on, which is the one that we see with Kanika. The reason why her hand is like that, to me, is either because she technically was gripping that phone, or it only makes sense that she was gripping that manager's shirt. I mean, why else? I don't know, y'all. It could be outlandish, but why else? Why would he walk so freely and so calmly as a manager of a hotel, y'all? We're talking about a manager of a hotel. Walk so freely and so calmly and directly to where Kanika was, but yet, you know, to me, his body language and face said it all, as opposed to the steps that he took. His body language definitely states like, I'm just even mad that I got to deal with this. Like, this little girl is holding us up from what we've already done and what we've already planned to do, basically. And it's just like, but yet when the police comes right after that manager, you know, you can see it in the police that he probably isn't one of the police that actually knows what's going on at all and none of this shit. But it seems like he was more scared or apprehensive to go near the body than the whole manager was. And this is a police who deals with crime. He's clutching on the back of his pants, pulls out his flashlight. Yeah, a hotel manager is more calm at seeing a dead body of a child. Because you think about it, 19 years old, that ain't nothing but a baby. That's still a baby. It's crazy. It just doesn't make sense. And I think that we should pay attention to some of the first day one statements and things that were going on. You know what I'm saying? They want us to focus so much on the videos. Okay, let's really focus on the videos. Monifa was saying and deleting a whole lot of stuff that was a lot of evidence that she was putting out there, and telling evidence at that. You said, oh, you know, I don't know your direct words or whatnot, but you stated that, I can't believe I watched them do this to you. So if you match that up with what appears to be the manager and Carl Nesbitt somewhat in the kitchen area, if you match that up to what Monifa stated, in that footage, even though it's blurry as hell, you know, if you really can look and tell and pull it up on a bigger screen or get, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But you can clearly tell that there's more people in there. It also looks like that somebody was recording what happened, which would also, you know, level up to when Monifa sent this whole video out of what happened, because she was down in the kitchen. So all of that makes sense. With all of that goes coincide with each other. From, like I said, Monifa stating, I can't believe that I let all this happen to you, to the footage of the manager that came, well, appears to be the manager choking her out, allegedly. It looks like people is down there, you know. That goes with what Monifa said. And it also goes with the text message Monifa sent out of sending that video to someone else. It was like, bitch, you need to confess now. Like, all of that goes together. I do think she was suffocated, though. I do think she was suffocated. Suffocated, whether, like I said, whether it was the Molly maid, aka the security manager, whoever, choked out, whatever. Because not one time, if you think about all of this, not one time in all of this leaked footage and leaked videos and, you know, photos, not once have we seen Kanika's neck. It's covered up. Or it's got so much hair on it that you can't see. We don't know what's on her neck. What's wrong with her neck? Why we can't see her neck? Y'all showing everything else? Is that why y'all are showing everything else, so we won't pay attention to her neck? So we've seen everything else about a Kanika there is to offer besides the footage that they haven't. But I've already shared that with you, where Rosemont herself put that out, and they were asking about the, you know, they know about that camera. Just like it looks like the person that was with, I can't even see Corner, because he's Frank Markle is with Organs and Tissues, which doesn't even make sense. So why was he even at that kitchen? If you think about it, why was he at the kitchen? He deals with organ and tissues, but he doesn't work in a coroner office. He doesn't work, I mean, he doesn't work in the morgue. He works in a tissue and organ facility. Like, but it's not the morgue. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't even make sense. But it does make sense. Oh, they took this camera to use a decoy because some stuff is telling. I think her body, I think them kids probably did something to her for a little bit of change. You know, because like I said, cops link up with bad guys all the time. Not all cops, but bad, dirty cops. We seen that in real life, and we see that in movies. They make bargains all the time. It's nothing to get you know, a nobody ass black kid from the hood to do something for you for some money. Oh, or you got a police record? You want to stay out of jail? Okay, you gonna have to do something for that. It's nothing to get people to do certain stuff. I mean, as far as why would they pick Kanique out of everybody? Ask yourself, why do they do certain stuff? Why does everything that they boil down to? Why do they pick everybody that they pick? You know what I'm saying? If you want to take it that far, you gotta ask certain questions. Why did they pick Emmett Till? Why did they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that he might have, you know what I'm saying? They think that he did, whatever. But it's just like, you got to question everything. Why do they pick everybody that they pick on? Different motives, different reasons. Different people will do different things for you. Some will do it for cheaper than others. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing to get somebody to do something for you if you have enough bread and you have enough power to do something very wrong towards them. There's nothing to get them to do that. Or if somebody's trying to fight some little time in jail, there's nothing to get somebody to pay somebody, oh, I need you to do this for me. Doing this for me ensures you that you're going to blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's easy. That part is easy. Some people do anything for the hell of it. Right. Real talk, sis. Amen. Stay with it, Meek. You're on to something. You feel me? They covered her neck for a reason. Exactly. You missed a little bit, boo. Yeah, he went back there quickly, returned quickly. And like I said, go look at the footage yourself. Examine the manager yourself. Don't just examine like, oh, he's walking towards the kitchen. Study him. Study his body language. Study his face. Zoom in on his face. Look into what his body is saying. Look what his body's saying. Look what his body language is saying. Look what his footsteps are saying. There's so much that is saying, and it would make sense that she would be suffocated. I believe that I think it makes 1,000 more sense that she was suffocated as opposed to she was frozen. I just do. I think she was suffocated. Because a lot of stuff you can't forget from day one. Prime example, what Miss Teresa said that Rosemont told her. They told her she was frozen, and they came back and said, no, she wasn't frozen. She was suffocated because it was too hot in the freezer. Which means in that sentence that freezer was never cold. That freezer was just a goddamn, basically a hotel at the time. Because once we do whatever we're going to do to you, we're going to put you in this freezer. That's where you're going to go night-night at. So, like I said, we done seen everything except Kanika's neck. We haven't seen her neck. We don't know what's what. But I know that if they're breaking down hypothermia and different spasms, that she's not in a relaxed form. She wasn't relaxed. She was tense. She was apprehensive about something. And it would only match up to, oh, somebody's doing something to me. I'm holding on to something. I'm clutching on to somebody. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. And like I said, it could very well be that, yes, that was an ice bucket. But I'm not even fighting or arguing against that part. My whole argument is, why even is the ice bucket getting filled in an unoccupied kitchen? I don't know. Do y'all know? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even have to go to the extreme. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody doesn't even necessarily even have to fall out, because we're not supposed to have the same opinions. We're supposed to think differently. Us thinking differently is what can very well bring a lot of evidence and different things to this case. So, but what I do know is y'all need to start paying attention to some of these people that's doing these videos, because you can tell when somebody's a regular person and when somebody is undercover. Okay? Pay attention to how they talk and how they explain stuff and how they try to steer you away from different things that you know damn well you're looking at, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people is out there so-called debuting stuff, but let me tell you why. Because that's the cops. Okay? That's somebody that they've paid another Cassandra Van Trick to come on and build a YouTube channel and make all of these videos about, no, that's not it, this is it. Because they done had some more chance to edit some stuff. And they giving clear footage and breaking it down as if, oh no, this is it. And in the meantime, they trying to degrade people. And you know what I'm saying? Just not only just discredit them, but trying to put them down in the same sense. I'm not stupid. That's another deploy. Like, that's another ploy to try to get somebody off of what they going towards. Because let me change that and go towards that. Because, nah. They getting too hot, literally. They getting too hot. We need to get them back in the cold area because they get too hot and too close. But I'm telling y'all, pay attention to some of this explaining going on in videos. Y'all like to be detectives too, just like we all like being detectives, obviously, because we've all picked up on this case. But pay attention to how people is coming out, their activity, how they talking, how they present stuff, what they're saying. They're studying these videos. That's not hard to believe. I know that can't be hard to believe because all these sites is ran from officials. So that's not hard to believe. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying, look into stuff. But don't let people change y'all for what y'all really feel like y'all see. If y'all really feel like y'all see that, don't let somebody come and change that because, oh no, here's the clearer footage. No, who are you? Why isn't your face being shown in anything? That's what I want to know. You're saying here you can provide clearer footage, but where's your face at? You're just giving a voice as if like, I don't know. But I'm not dumb. I know a lot of stuff happened. Pretty, that's very sad. Super facts, straight facts, mink. Straight, exactly. What's up, Straight Drop News? Keep doing you, honey, because you've been on it too. So don't even let people take you away from what it is. I'm telling you, though, that it's no... I'm telling you, if stuff hasn't been happening, you got to pay attention to stuff. Because stuff has been coming out more and more after this thing, after she's been buried, right? So more and more ploys have been put in place to take your attention off this, go over the... These people getting over it over here because they want your attention over there because it's like, oh, no, well, no, now no, everybody is at odds. Nobody knows. But that ain't even it at all. It's that somebody else is behind some of these accounts and trying to change it all when that ain't it. That ain't it. You got to think about it. Y'all know at the end of the day, okay, let's see. Y'all said Gary Hughes. Okay, let's use Gary Hughes. You all have been telling me to check out his videos. I try to check out his videos, but I'm sorry, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. Okay? I look, even just looking at the account, to me, that's operated by some law. That's law. That's law running that account. That ain't no regular smuggler degular ass YouTuber. That's not no YouTuber. From the voice, from the character, from the charismatic, from just the whole persona. I'm telling you all right now that somebody's coming out of the blue, really, because everybody know Day Ones has been on this case, out of the blue, really, to come and try to do different things and cast down every certain scenario there is, when at the end of the day, regardless of, we don't even have to go deep into the case. We don't even have to agree with none of that. Can we all just agree that that girl didn't walk into the freezer? She didn't walk into that freezer. You get what I'm saying? Can we at least just state that? Just stating that. So if somebody tries to pull you away from the simple fact that, oh, this was an accident, to me, that's you on the other side, because just looking at what we know and what we see, This isn't no accident. We don't have to go into the logistics of things and get into the details of things. You get what I'm saying? We don't have to, oh, this person did it, that person did it. That's a killer. No, that's an ice bucket. Oh, no, why this, that? No, we don't even have to do it that far. Can we just say that this girl didn't get into the freezer? And everything outside of that, of course, I mean, it could be he say, she say, and whatever else. Let me go to my baby, y'all. But it could be he say, she say, and whatever else. But can we just say the simple fact that she didn't get into that freezer by herself? She was put there. She wasn't alive. Because let me tell you one thing. Those hey baby, how was school? Because let me tell y'all one thing. The elevator buttons are way smaller than the freezer button. Okay, that she could have let herself out of the situation. Y'all telling me this girl was drunk, drugged, and whatever else. But in some scenes, she's walking great. Some scenes, she looks like she was dead. Like they got her, you know, like they got somebody propped up on her and got her walking through the hallways dead. You know. Even if you think about it, when her hand was right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the same hand in the footage. I mean, the photos that we seen where her hand is crunched up like she, you know what I'm saying, like she was holding on to somebody. That's in the footage. I can't make that up. Everybody's seen that. And if you haven't, hold on, y'all. Yes.
Yes, I messed up the room.
Okay. No, y'all both gotta help pick it. Y'all both have to pick it up too. Today is Okay. But turn it down though. But we'll get into that room. Yeah, because that's got your dirty clothes. Go put that up. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, she was either holding the phone or she was holding somebody's shirt, somebody's arm, somebody's something. But y'all go back to the the videos of her walking the hallway. You know what I'm saying? Her walking the hallway. Y'all don't remember her hand? That was one of the things that stood out the most. Her hand was crunched like that. Y'all don't remember that? What about the picture in the freezer? Wasn't she in the same way? Y'all remember that one time when everybody was like, oh my God, is this girl dead? Yeah, she was dead. I don't think she was walking the hallways for no 1 hour. Because let me tell you what I know. She would have been peed on herself. She would have been hungry. She would have been tripped up, fell, and laid right where she was at, out somebody's hotel door, on the floor. Took a nap somewhere. Because it really doesn't even make sense. If your friends have your belongings, why would they ever have to leave you to go back up to get some belongings? That doesn't make sense. None of that makes sense. Y'all go back to, like I said, go back to the footage of her walking the hallway. Ask yourself, where else have you seen her where her hand is crunched up like that? Really ask yourself, where else have you seen her crunched up like that? And you know what you're going to get, the answer is going to be? In the freezer photo, when she's crunched up like that. That's the same photo. I feel like she was dead walking them hallways. That girl didn't never walk them hallways. That girl didn't never even stay at that party for long. That's what I feel. That's what I feel like. I feel like some immigrants. Excuse me if that might be disrespectful, because I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all, because Lord knows I love the Hispanics. Lord knows. I love them so well. Okay? But whether that was some immigrants hired to clean up, all right. Y'all go watch the Blacklist. Raymond Reddington. He has a cleanup crew that comes in every time he kills somebody or gets somebody knocked off. I feel like hidden messages are everywhere. Anything is possible, because you got to think about, why do people think about the things they think about? Where did that come from? Either it's really some sick individuals out here, or people that really are doing some sick things. Either way it goes, something ain't right. But I'm going to tell y'all like this. Go back and look at that footage. Her wandering down hallways and her hand is crunched up like that. Ask yourself, where else did y'all see her crunched up like that? And you all let me know. Because I know. Because I seen it. I love you, Damika. Love you too, boo. Come on. Come on, what? Agree. I mean, the ice part. Facts. True. She was holding something, that's for sure. Yeah, she was holding something. Girl, I don't know. She could have bumped into that button and opened it. They full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't even, you don't even have to go even deep. We don't have to get deep with none of this. At the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, if you've been on this Kanika case, you know, even just looking at what we know and what we've seen, that girl didn't walk into the freezer and it wasn't an accident. We don't got to get deep into it. We don't got to even come at people wrong. We don't got to get deep at all. We know it was an accident. So why would y'all allow whoever to get on camera and try to tell y'all different? Knowing that people, if they can get your attention off of this, they're going to do just that. Because guess what? Probably the next hashtag is about to come around. Probably the next victim is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. My comments are not coming up, but when they do, they're not on this chat. They're gone. Oh, I'm not sure, because I'm not deleting anything. I haven't even been really touching it for real. And I usually say when I'm deleting something, well, I don't even delete, I just block. Because I don't even have time. If y'all thought y'all was going to come mess up my little spirit and my peace with negativity. No, I don't even entertain that. Her foot was smashed, probably trying to stop someone from closing the door on her. You feel me? Something. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't be deceived. Don't be deceived, because you don't even have to get deep into this case to know that this wasn't an accident. Even if you hear nobody else's videos ever again in life, if you decide to never check the hashtag of Kanika Jenkins ever again in your life, you know this wasn't an accident. Just go off that right there. So if you hear stories, excuse me, if you hear stories about, oh, this was an accident, she did this to herself, then that's what you really should be debuting. You should be really praying that lie out the devil, because the lie is all in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no truth in that. This wasn't no accident. We know that. I can't believe this. Look, there's foul play that happened in the hotel. Definitely. Once they found out if the Amazon deal goes through, that's when people will be going down. I don't even know what you're talking about. Look at the color of her feet. Same color as the freezer door. That's crazy. You guys remember when a guy came up to Chicago police car and shot and killed the 2 Chicago police officers? I think the police did this as a message and payback with their evil selves. I don't even know about that. All you need is to watch the video, and that's all you need to know. That's not an accident. So many stuff that makes no sense, and everyone, look and sis, is all in the videos. True. The cover up is to protect the cow, right? That's why I don't understand when people be like, why would they pick Kanika? This wouldn't make any sense. What type of threat would she be to the police? It's not about what she's a threat to. It's not that serious. People get picked up in poverty, low poverty areas every day to do things that they wouldn't normally do. Whether that's to swipe clean a record, whether that's to pay some debt off, whether that's whatever. Like, people get people to do stuff all the time for nothing. Basically for nothing. You know? People tell on their homeboys all the time. That's easy. So, I don't know. I encourage everyone to enjoy the Crown Plaza Hotel. I encourage everyone to save their money, because we work too hard as citizens and pay too many taxes to go stay at a slaughterhouse. Janet Jackson is about to have her concert in Rosemont. Why don't she demand answers using her platform instead of generate revenue for Rosemont? I never knew about that. Thanks for being the sense voice, girl. Thanks, Bill. Thanks, Boo. Love you too, Boo. Meek, what happened if the kid's innocent? This has ruined their life. And, you know, I was thinking about that. Like, you know, what if, per se, these kids were innocent and we've all, including myself, have basically depicted them and, you know, fed them to the dogs and basically said, okay, they're it. And you know, it'll be messed up. And of course, we would have to spend an eternity trying to fix all the damage that's been done. You get what I'm saying? Which we couldn't do, you know, because it's already out there. It's already done. But I do feel like that. I honestly feel like they kind of brought this on themselves, because being they aren't speaking, being they aren't doing anything, then it kind of leaves it open for anything to be said, anything to be done, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Laughing my ass off. Meek, that was legit. Yeah, let's stay at a murder hotel. Sounds a lot of fun. Bodies in the freezer and blood on their hands. Right. You ruined those kids' life, Meek. I doubt it. I feel like they ruined their own life because they've been doing more speaking on social media than actually trying to get the real answer out and help Kanika, since that's their friend since 3rd grade. There's no reason why outsiders from other towns, other cities, other regions, other countries should have to come in and even try to figure out answers when somebody who's been her best friend since 3rd grade is right beside her side and has yet to help us all out. Actually, I feel great. It's just crazy. So what y'all think? I mean, like I said, y'all don't have to go deep into this case to understand that it wasn't an accident. We don't have to say nothing else this day forward. Meek and Jimmy, since they're saying that this is an accident and she did this to herself, then please correct me if I'm wrong, but is that not saying she committed suicide? This is just a question, but think about it. Okay? If you think about an accident, I mean, I just honestly really don't understand I understand people getting drunk and forgetting. I understand people getting drunk and falling out. People getting drunk and peeing outside. People getting drunk and getting sex. People getting drunk and getting pregnant. People getting drunk and, you know, foul things happen to them. But people getting drunk and going to chill in some freezers. Like I said, I just showed you all not too long ago at the beginning of this live where even Kanika's own mother stated, and she put out a text message today and stated like, I can't get this hair out the way, it's irritating me, and stated like, does this look like my daughter wanted to be, you know, wanted to go, you know, hang in the freezer, which is not. This is their conversation where, you know, like I said, you could tell, not even just through this text message, but you could tell through Kanika's and her mother's musically that they had a close relationship. And she was just encouraging her mama to, you know, keep fighting. She didn't want to lose her mama. That's what it sounds like to me. And she was trying to encourage her mother. Her mother has cancer. Then you got to remember her mother also lost another child not too long ago before losing Kanika, on top of having cancer. So a lot of things, Miss Teresa might just be numb to a lot of things, or you got to understand sometimes, my own cousin was telling me about this. My own cousin was telling me, my own cousin, her mother had died, and because this is right when my granny had died, and I was telling her, because I was supposed to sing at my granny's funeral, right? So I was telling her, like, I can't do it. Like, this is my granny. I'm not gonna be able to sing. I'm not even gonna be able to, you know, get a word out. I'm gonna be crying. And she told me, like, there's a peace that gets over your life when you're fighting different battles. This is what she told me, because she told me, she was like, when her mother died, she thought that she wasn't going to be able to plan the funeral, talk at the funeral, go see her mother at the morgue, and all type of different stuff that she had to do and step up to the plate, because it was just her and her sister. And she was like, but something happened, like kind of like a miraculous miracle, to where God gives you a peace or this undeniable strength that sometimes he can, you know, he can put his arms around not only you, but your mind, to where you really are fighting through these issues. And you're like, what? Just like my husband, prime example. He went back there with his daddy, his dad, his real dad, and his stepdad. They both died. And he went back there with his dad, with the morgue, and, you know, and had to, like, they had to carry, like, he had to help carry him to the morgue, because, like, they were short or something this day. And, like, he was there while they were sewing and patching his daddy up. So, you know, we say like, oh, I wouldn't be able to do this, I wouldn't be able to do that. But you got to understand, sometimes in situations, your mind is so far gone in other stuff that you're doing it without even knowing sometimes that you might be doing it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I don't think her mother had anything to do with this. I don't. But I think everything that we need to know from the beginning has a lot to go on with today. You know what I'm saying? And it probably wouldn't even be dragged on so much as if we really paid attention to what was we really looking at when Monifa was deleting and saying stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, when she deleted the message, it was like, you know, I can't believe I seen this happen to you, whatever. Well, that would explain the whole kitchen incident, where it looks like more people were there and it was recorded off of a phone. Monifa sent that video to a friend and told them to watch it themselves. So it makes sense with all of that. You know what I'm saying? But just don't cross out or close your eyes to the fact that this was an accident. You don't got to go deeper. By all means, you don't even got to go deeper. You can be off this case tomorrow. You can be off this case in the next 10 seconds. But just know that Kenneka Jenkins was not an accident. And we all should know that by this time. You know what I'm saying? So, per usual, if I find out anything new, I'm going to share it with you all. And I'm going to keep sharing it until Miss Teresa quits talking. Or Miss Teresa personally reaches out to me and say, hey, can you be quiet now? You're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? But she hasn't done so. So I'm not going to stop. But per usual, you know, jump in the comments. Let's talk about it. And what do you all think? But until then, I'm about to go, y'all.